Hello and welcome to our magical forest. I am very glad to meet you. I will be guiding you throughout your journey today. On your journey, you will meet a lot of interesting characters who live in the forest. To play through the game, you are going to have to make some new friends and talk to them. Here's how to do that. We have sad news, my friend. Fall cannot come to our forest. Mrs. Fox and Mr. Crane used to be great friends, but they don't talk to each other anymore. Mrs. Fox won't knit the colorful leaves for us because Mr. Crane won't make the knitting sticks for her from the reeds. It used to be so beautiful all over the forest, but now fall may never come. Please, help us make them friends again. Who would you like to talk to? I believe they will listen to you. This is Mrs. Fox, who I talked to you about earlier. We must explore what happened to her and why she does not want to be friends with Mr. Crane any longer. In order to begin, please step on this stepping stone. What happened with Mrs. Fox in the past?
One day, I received a letter from my dear friend, Mr. Crane. I was so surprised. It was an invitation to eat at his house. I was really excited. He came over to my house the day before, and I made him some food too. Now it was...
You can now ask Mrs. Fox a question.
I am feeling offended because of what Mr. Crane did. Also, I feel very sad because I am home all alone and I don't have my best friend anymore.
Ask a question.
He probably doesn't care about me. He must be happy because he played a prank on me and left me hungry. Was he playing a joke on me that whole time?
Memories.
I was so glad that Mr. Crane and I were such great friends. I couldn't wait to eat dinner with him and play games together. I was waiting all day to go to his house. I didn't eat anything all day so I could enjoy the meal.
I wonder how Mrs. Fox sees the world.
I used to be so happy about my friendship with Mr. Crane. We used to go on walks around this forest together. Sometimes we would go to the pond right next to his house, sit there, and enjoy watching the fish. I was really happy that we were neighbors and could spend so much time together. So I decided to make dinner for the both of us.
Memories.
Now I'm sad because we're not friends anymore. How could he be?
Memories.
I would like to, but he was so mean to me. How can I be?
Memories.
I came to his house and he served me a meal in the tall vase. I was trying to get the food from the vase, but I couldn't. Mr. Crane looked like he did not understand any of my struggles. He should know that I can't eat from a vase like him. Didn't he have any plates for me? But instead he kept eating his meal from his vase. I left his home so sad and hungry. I can't believe Mr. Crane didn't even care about me. I guess we aren't such great friends after all.
Oh, it's sad that we won't see the fall leaves. Maybe we should tell Mrs. Fox to talk to Mr. Crane. If Mrs. Fox stops being friends with Mr. Crane, there will be no beautiful fall season in the forest. What else could we do?
I should talk to Mr. Crane. I hope we can resolve our misunderstanding and become friends again. I will send him this present.
This is Mr. Crane, who I talked to you about earlier. Let's explore what happened to him and why he does not want to be friends with Mrs. Fox. To begin exploration, step on this stepping stone. I wonder what happened with Mr. Crane in the past. Let's wear the glasses and find out.
Me and Mrs. Fox were on a walk together, and she invited me to come to her house for dinner. I was so excited. We were such great friends. I couldn't wait to taste her food, and I hoped she would bring some vegetables from her garden. That was so wonderful.
Memories.
I was sure that this was going to be such a great meal. Mrs. Fox was always so sweet, and I loved spending time with her. I was hoping her food would taste good and we could do something fun afterwards. I was excited for dinner all day. Then, I finally got to her home.
I wonder how Mr. Crane sees the world.
Mrs. Fox and I were friends for a long time, and we lived right next to each other. I felt so happy. We used to spend a lot of time together around the forest going to each other's houses. She has a wonderful garden with many different vegetables. I love cooking with fresh vegetables, so she would always give me some from her garden.
Glasses.
Her house was decorated nicely. At the table, there were plates with porridge and pumpkins. I love pumpkins so much, but I didn't get to eat any food. Why? Just because there was no vases at the table for me to eat from. I was trying to get a pumpkin from the table, but I could not do it with my beak. Why would my friend treat me that way? It made me so angry that she couldn't get a vase for me, and all that time she was just eating by herself. I did not tell her anything, but I left with my feelings hurt.
You can ask the question to Miss.
Now I'm angry. I can't believe that Mrs. Fox did that to me. I was always a good friend to her. Why would she do this to me? I couldn't eat anything at all at her dinner the last time. If she wants to play jokes on me, I will show her too.
Ask a question.
I am so angry at Mrs. Fox. I was so excited to eat with her, and she did something so mean to me. I will show her. I will make dinner and invite her, and I won't give her a plate. She will see how it feels.
Ask a question.
She probably doesn't want me to be happy. She must be laughing at me right now because I didn't get to eat from her plate.
Ask a question.
Yes. I hoped we could be friends for a long time and to have dinners together again more often. But I don't think I can after what happened. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Can I ever talk to her again after all this?
If Mrs. Fox stops being friends with Mr. Crane, there will be no beautiful fall season in the forest. What else could we do?
I should go talk to Mrs. Fox. I hope we can be friends again, even after all that happened at dinner. I will send her this present.
If Mrs. Fox stops being friends with Mr. Crane, there will be no beautiful fall season in the forest. What else could we do?
I don't want to talk to Mrs. Fox ever again. I know what I will do. I will throw potatoes at